Mismatch, Chapter 2, The Magic Spark. You just found out that Veronica Hart, former CEO of Two's Co. Matchmaking, is stepping down, and you're in the running to take her place as CEO. What the hell just happened? Miss Hart, what prompted this change? How do shareholders feel about such an unorthodox selection criteria? Wouldn't you like to know? Assistants, see the press out, will you? I think they've been given enough to chew on tonight. Veronica waves the press off, and then, as a flock of assistants start herding them towards the exit, she turns to the room full of gobsmacked matchmakers. You all look surprised. Good. That will make even more fun. Your first challenge starts now. Motions across the ballroom where a bunch of people sit around the tables, expressions ranging from nervous to hopeful. These impressive singles are Two Co.'s diamond client. They join us here tonight to find love. They need your help to do it. Matchmakers, your job is to help a diamond client find the match. Anyone whose client doesn't have a date by the end of tonight is out. Wait, we're matchmaking right now? Did you think the competition for Beyond My Beloved Company would be easy? You have 3 hours starting now. Immediately, the room breaks out into chaos. Matchmakers rush up to the clients, some of them taking out folders, all of them clearly in their element. I have no idea what I've gotten myself into. Understatement of the century. Jack stands beside you, and then there's a beat of awkwardness when you realize you're competitors now. It doesn't have to be awkward. Hey, Jack. Sorry about the whole you not being CEO thing. I knew you were planning on this being your big night. Instead, the position's open, and I've got you for competition. He laughs lightheartedly, but it's obviously forced. The smile slips off his face, and he looks at you head on. I don't mean this as an insult, but you're not gonna win this, Luna. Oh, remind me who helped you smooth over that date at the stockyard yesterday? This isn't a stockyard. It's a competition between professionals. You don't know the ropes, the process. You're in over your head. Sounds like someone's feeling the heat. You sure talk a lot of smack for a senior matchmaker who shouldn't feel threatened by little old me. What you call smack, I call the cold, hard truth. Ouch, that's icy. And all that bravado to hide the fact you've already chosen me as your biggest competition, isn't it? I like your fire, but it won't be enough to get you through tonight. Game on, Jack. Oh, and don't bother grabbing a snack, because you'll be eating your words by the end of the night. Ooh. With one more appraising grin, Jack disappears into the crowd of matchmakers and clients. Your bravado starts to slip, and you jump as Veronica starts shouting at one of her matchmakers nearby. Dawson, never tell a client somebody is out of their league. I'm not waiting for the end of the night. You're out now. I need a plan. Yeah, no one's out of anyone's league. Seriously, that's how I feel. You just gotta have the right personality, intelligence, things like that. You duck into the bathroom, lean against the counter, staring as your harried reflection and taking deep breaths. I'm only competing to run a multi-million-dollar company that hired me 2 minutes ago. No big deal, just your average day. The bathroom door swings open again, and a girl runs in tears. This can't be happening. She grabs a handful of paper towels out of the dispenser and blows her nose loud and starts sobbing into her hands. Hey, are you alright? No! I asked why my matchmaker was trying to pair two people with opposing core values, and now she's gonna tell Veronica to fire me. She said she didn't need to hear or need her matchmaking decisions questioned by an assistant who can't even match her polka dots with her shoes. Honestly, it sounds like you're better off without her. What do you mean? Come on. She can't have many clients. No matchmakers need to have, like, I don't know, basic human kindness. Deborah's harsh, but she's good at her job, I get it. She really wants to be CEO, and I was questioning your authority. Maybe I'm not good enough to be assistant, but the magical look in someone's eyes when they're found love, I just want to help people find that. Grab another paper towel and hand it to her. She takes it carefully and dabs at her eyes and nose. Actually, I could use your help, and if you're willing to give it. Explain your situation. The girl gasps. Veronica threw you into the competition just like that? At least you don't have anything to lose. Let's just say someone told me I wouldn't make it past tonight's challenge, and I intend to prove them wrong. I'd be happy to help. I'm Maggie, by the way. I've memorized the files on all of our clients here tonight. Oh. Can you help me beat your boss, though? Alright, Maggie. Welcome to Team Luna. Be my assistant, and together we'll prove Jack and Deborah wrong. She squeals and pulls you into a hug before quickly stepping back and clapping her hands over her face. Sorry, I just got excited. It kind of happens a lot. I'll try to tone it down. You're good. Now, let's get out there and make a match. With Maggie cheering you on, you re-enter the party and spot a man off to the side, sipping a drink and looking tentative. Maggie, what can you tell me about that guy over there? He's a pretty normal guy. No red flags, super rich. I like how that's a thing. Super rich! And he likes dogs, studying history, and gardening. Okay, let's see what I can do with that. You approach the man with a wide, professional smile, holding out your hand. Hi there, I'm Luna, matchmaker with Tusco. How can I help you find love today? I'm not exactly sure. My name's Pete. I'm a retired banker. I'm sort of new to the dating game. I lost my wife, Dolores, a few years back. Before she went, she told me I had 3 years to get back out there. She'd haunt me. I only came tonight because today was the deadline. I didn't realize moving on would be this difficult. Pete, moving on doesn't have to be easy. You still love your wife. You don't have to be sure of anything right now. In fact, if you weren't ready, you shouldn't push yourself. Dolores said she knew I'd make getting back into the dating game intentionally difficult for myself. That's because you love her. And are you? Probably. We had a fantastic marriage, but it may never have happened if I'd never gotten out of my over my nerves and asked her on our first date. His gaze flits to a far corner of the ballroom. You follow this on line of sight and see... What's her name? Julia. We talked a little bit earlier. She loves cats, and honestly, I'm terrified of them. Or I was until she started showing me funny photos of her cat, frankly. I can't remember the last time I laughed so hard. Raise your eyebrows, and he smiles sheepishly. I should go talk to her some more, shouldn't I? Yes, and remember, slow and steady is just fine. You barely just met her. Don't worry about the future, just start with tonight. You're right. I'm enjoying getting to know her. That's what tonight's all about. With a grateful smile, Pete walks over to Julia, who lights up when she sees him approaching. Wow, you're a natural. You didn't even need the file. They already had a connection. It's usually confidence that people really need help with. Jack so owes me an apology. Do I know? You jump as Jack braces up beside you. He nods towards where Pete and Julia are talking adamantly. Looks like our clients are hitting it off. Our clients. Wait, Julia is your client? Hey, yep. You got lucky. It looks like we're working this one together. Us working together? You can stay away from me. So, what is it that keeps you coming back? My magnetic personality? My boundless self-confidence? The fact that you're my date and our clients have already had met prior to taking them on? That's a lot of words for destiny. Crosses his arms, trying and failing to hold back a smile. The clients have to leave tonight with a date planned if they want to make the next round of the competition. Eavesdrop with me. The two of you weave through the table, stopping just where you can catch a bit of Pete and Julia's conversation. I just read a book about how women spies in World War II used knitting to send secret codes to the Alliance. I heard about that in a book on cryptography in the 1940s. What a coincidence. Both in their 60s, talking about World War II. They're a match made in boomer heaven. I will smack the Jesus into you at the start, but we need a spark to get them from hitting it off to falling in love, and I'm not some kind of amateur who leaves that to chance. Do you really think love is just some feeble thing that'll disappear without someone else interfering? Love's the end goal, the all-enduring thing at the end of the tunnel, but we need some magic to ensure this connection lasts. Jack plucks 2 flutes of champagne from a passing server and hands one to you, clinking your glasses together. Say your couple's on a date. You cut the power and suddenly they're giggling and looking for candles and matches. They realize they've never shared a moment like this with anyone else. That's the kind of magic that makes love happen, even if it's just the same unique, special moment you've crafted for 100 other couples. Wait. He's not manufacturing love, he's enabling it. I can see what he's going for. Did you pull that on me last night? If you pull the ice cream curtain on all the girls, I swear. Do you think I pull it on all the girls? He waggles his eyebrows conspiratorially. You playfully punch his arms. Okay, fine, I don't. I was just swept up in it as you were. That was all natural. Some very good timing on the vendor's part. And clearly, these two have something natural going on lit too. A little dose of magic will make their date and take it from great to perfect. I don't know. It sounds like you're trying way too hard to create something that should happen naturally between 2 people. It's called a matchmaking. It's why we get hired. People need help finding love and we make it happen. I don't have money to find this, okay? I'm serious. Perhaps you two can put this to the test. You feel a nudge and look down to see Maggie slipping a little golden key in your hand. The rooftop here is so romantic, and someone just convinced the security guy to loan out the only key to that door. You are officially the best assistant ever. The 3 of us should set up the rooftop for Pete and Julia, give them a romantic place to take a breather. There's some good scenarios we could set up out there. Getting locked out of the party, having to snuggle up for warmth. No over-the-top scenarios. Some time alone to make their own magic. They'll have their next date planned in no time, trust me. You're asking me to do things your way. Set up the rooftop to give your clients a perfect date. Your way. Alright, I'm handing you the reins. Just know that I'm preparing a backup plan in case yours doesn't work. Oh, ye of little faith. Watch and learn, Jack. I mean, I can see where some people need his way and some people need her way, you know? You lead Jack and Maggie onto the rooftop and the skyline of the city steals your breath. Okay, this is perfect. It's breathtaking. They'll love the view. Jack, give me a hand with the fire. You and Jack get the fire going. The crackle and warmth of the flames lends the scene a cozy ambience, and you examine the roof carefully. If we're giving them the fantasy of sneaking onto a rooftop, let's make this roof, comfortable. Homie, you want a first date where they feel like they're at home? They're 60s, dude. They're in their 60s. That's all it's about. Not at home. But if we make everything too nice and perfect, it'll feel fake. Like they've walked onto a set. Grab a thick blanket from behind the bar and lay it over the back of the couch. Downstairs, they're on a time limit. But up here, I want them to be able to forget about that and focus on each other. Maggie pops her head up from where she's been rummaging through the bar cabinets. I found marshmallows. Maybe we can put together a s'mores kit? I love it. Jack, could you bring us some chocolate and graham crackers from downstairs? I'll play assistant this time, but don't get used to it. Minutes fly by as 3 of you get the roof in order. Maggie diligently makes sure everything is laid out perfectly for Pete and Julia. So, Maggie, how long have you been working at Tuzco? About 1.5 years now. I joined fresh out of college. Have all senior matchmakers been treating you like Deborah has? No, if they were, I would have quit. The work here is really fulfilling and meaningful. I focus on that most days. Jack's always been really nice to me when the others, especially, get nasty. He sticks up for me. Jack winks at her as he arranges the cushions on the couch. What can I say? I'm a softie at heart. But we've never gotten to work together before. Jack prefers to work without assistance. Flying solo, huh? Why's that? I'm just used to it. I know what I want to get from the get-go, and I know how to make it happen. Where other people are hesitate, I act. That way, no one gets in my way. If I ever do let a client down, I have no one to blame but myself. It keeps things clear-cut. Jack, having a team is fun. You learn so much from other people. If you're ever in a tight spot, you have an extra pair of hands to help. Having a team means managing other people. That means that when I should be focusing on my clients, I have to split my focus more ways. Not if your team's good. Maggie and I have been working together for half an hour, and I already know she's the best assistant there is. You all about Maggie, who flushes. Oh, wow, thanks. I'm just doing my job, though. I'll leave the teamwork to you two. You seem like you got it covered. When the three of you finish setting up the rooftop, you step back to admire your work. Looks good to me, so what's next? What do you mean? We have a nice setup, now what? Now we go get Pete and Julia. You keep it up, Jack. You aren't gonna get the building there to display a message in the window lighting at exactly 10:51 when your dates sit down with champagne. That is an impressive level of micromanagement. I'll pass on that idea. Maggie, would you bring our couple up? On it! Maggie hurries off. You turn to Jack, who leans against the railing. You weren't serious about the billboard and everything, were you? I'll keep you guessing. Jack, would you want all that crazy stuff on a date? A customized message in a window lighting? That's the dream, Luna. Really? So if someone were to plan you something over the top, what's the best thing they could do for you? Grins cheekily at you. Would this someone be you by any chance? Depends on if I like your answer or not. I think I'd like something funny, for them to show me they have a sense of humor. I've got to paying one of those airplanes to draw a dumb picture of me in the sky with his exhaust. That'd be great. I have no idea how seriously I should take you right now. Neither do I. You sigh at joining him at the railing. The two of you look out at the kaleidoscope of the skyscrapers for a moment. It's like it's very on light show, huh? Even after years of looking at it, the New York skyline never gets old. Always something new to see. Hey, is that why you go for these big magical moments for your clients? You're gonna have to run that one by me again. You know, big unforgettable moments for couples who are looking for love in such a big unforgettable city. He frowns, contemplative, and looks back out at the skyline. I don't know, I never really thought about it. The way I do my job is just the way I do my job. I guess I can see the appeal and all that spectacle, but honestly, something simple like this. Motion at the warm blanket ready to curl up on, at the s'mores ingredients laid out around the fire, and the magnificent view beyond. To me, this is perfect. Nice and quiet. Tell me something, Luna. What's so great about those quiet moments? Because you get to enjoy the small things. That you focus solely on the other person and not on your phone buzzing, kids running around, noise, TV, like anything else. Just you and one other person. Without a bunch of distractions, everything becomes about that person. And the two of us, it's just so much more intimate. Being so tuned into someone, it's unbelievably romantic. Even if they have spinach on their teeth, food on the corner of their mouth. It's not like you've been personally scarred by one too many dates with messy eaters. But even stuff like that gives you funny stories to talk about, memories between the two of you. There's just as much magic in simple stuff, maybe even more. When you ate ice cream with me last night, we just sat and talked. That was perfect. Yeah, it was pretty great. Your eyes meet, and his cocky smile melts away for a moment, showing you a glimpse of something more genuine underneath. You both jump as the door opens. Here they are! Maggie leads Pete and Julia to the rooftop, and they gasp at the sight. What a beautiful skyline of the city. This is really above and beyond. We thought you two might like something in some time. Somewhere private. We usually don't do this, but Luna insisted on your behalf. Thank you so very much for everything. And we'll leave you two to let us know if you need anything. Y'all retreat behind the door, where you can periodically check on the date with the glass. 30 minutes later, wrapped up in the blanket, they feed each other s'mores they make. Julia wipes some melted chocolate from the corner of Pete's mouth. They're so sweet together. Shh, she made a pun. As you watch, Pete's expression falls, and it looks like the two of them start a serious conversation. I think he's telling her about Dolores. As you watch, Julie's hand touches Pete's knee. He smiles tentatively and puts an arm around her, and she leans against him. Oh my gosh, are they gonna... Your whole body tenses with excitement as Pete and Julia hold each other in a close embrace and kiss. Color me impressed. I guess I really do have to eat my words. If you like, we can go grab a couple s'mores you can wash your words down with. You let out a laugh as you, Jack, and Maggie take seats at an empty table to wait for the night in. And how did they taste? A little bitter, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not mad you proved me wrong. You know, we make a good team. Don't get too attached to me. His gaze softens for a second, though it almost makes the whole I work alone thing not feel worth it. Veronica strides past your table, but stops suddenly at the sight of the three of you. Taking a break already. Don't tell me the competition's worn you out. You're looking at two matchmakers and one assistant whose clients are too busy lip-locking to need us anymore. I wouldn't expect any less of you, Jack, but Luna... Her eyes slide to yours, and a smile works its way across her face. Congratulations. I'll only expect more out of you from here on out. I won't let you down. Your face feels hot as she strides away. Maggie shakes her arm excitedly. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, that was basically a great job from her! That's a double-edged sword. Now that you've got Veronica's attention, you've got to keep proving you deserve it. I think I can manage. Especially with diamonds. Like, seriously. As Veronica calls the night to a close later, all the remaining matchmakers gather in the center of the ballroom. That wraps up tonight. Congratulations to those who survive. Thank you all for your hard work. I'll see you tomorrow. As Veronica walks off, Maggie lifts her hand and smacks a high five into it. Never do that again. Stop it. Stop it. Get away. Stop it. Yes, we did it. I've got to catch the train, but I'll see you bright and early tomorrow to show you the office. Get some sleep. You're about to join the crowd of people heading out to the exit when you spot Jack and Veronica in a corner. You're about to approach when you hear, I thought the CEO chair was mine. It's bad enough I have to compete, then you bring my date into this? Don't think I didn't notice. She was the one who spearheaded the rooftop initiative for your clients. She's made for this job. Believe me, I see how talented she is. But I've lived in this job for a decade. Doesn't that mean something? So, he doesn't want me to compete? In a storm of emotions, you charge at the building, hailing the first taxi you see. There's only one place you want to be. Let me guess, home? Pint of ice cream? No? Okay. Whiskey neat and keep 'em coming. Is everything okay? You've just thrown yourself into a bar seat at your favorite restaurant. Your favorite waiter is on shift when things are far from okay. Julian, it's just been a long damn night. I'll take my usual, Julian. You spin around to see Jack at the door. Your eyes lock and your vision goes red. Get out. This is where I go to treat myself after a long day. What are you doing here? Great. First you ditched me at the party, now you're taking my favorite spot. Well, I was here first, and the door's behind you. Bye. Excuse me, Julian. Likes me better anyway. Tell her, Jules. You both been coming here for years, and I usually like you both just fine. And I'm starting to reconsider... Julian places your whiskey on the counter and a martini in front of the next stool over. I suggest the two of you talk civilly about whatever is going on, otherwise I'll have to kick you both out. Glower as Jack sits beside you, and he glowers right back. Who pissed in your whiskey? Jack, I wouldn't be surprised if you did, all things considered. Yeah, no, that's not one of my kinks. Oh my god. Is one of your kinks talking smack about someone to their new boss seconds after complimenting their work? You heard me talking to Veronica. Yeah, it was really hurtful. Especially after we worked so well together. What the hell changed your mind? Nothing changed my mind, you're talented, really. I just have no idea what Veronica was thinking about this competition. Look, obviously this was a curveball for you, but it was for me too, and I'm not complaining about it. I'm not complaining, you don't understand what this opportunity means to me. A promotion? You get to be a CEO? Like what? Jack lets out a blustery sigh and takes a sip of his martini to calm himself. Would you like it if I were to pit you against a total noob? As a veteran? Would that make you feel like your boss takes you seriously? I guess not, but I deserve this chance too. Even if I haven't dreamed about it as long as you. I mean, do you though? Like, we're thinking a little bit selfish, aren't we? Like, this is a guy who's been in this for decades, and he's been trying to match people and do a really great job and do it proficient and, like, to an algorithm, and you come along and it's like, listen, I'm going for the CEO job too, and you are brand new. You got hired 12 minutes prior to that declaration. You take another sip of whiskey, clearing your throat as it burns a bit on the way down. Alright, fine, you pretend I'm not here, and we'll just sit in silence and have our drinks. Typical. Excuse me, what do you mean typical? You haven't known me long enough to know what's typical. Even more typical. What are you talking about? It's called gaslighting. You're the type that likes to argue until you realize you might not win the argument, then you try to shut it down until you get baited again. You're just not that hard to figure out, Luna. Yeah, well, you use jokes to deflect anything personal. Not true, I use jokes to deflect everything. Ha 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 ha! He's like me, shut up. Wow, and he doesn't even try to deny it. I don't know who this mysterious he is, but I'm getting a little jealous he's stealing your attention away from me. Ah, I see what's happening. Am I ever gonna get a real answer out of you? A devious gleam tinters his eyes, and he glances back at the rest of the empty restaurant about half an hour from closing time. You want a real answer? Then let's take this to a table. Have a dinner with me. Do you usually ask the girls you were fighting with on impromptu dates? Just the ones I like. Clinks his glass against yours and leans a little closer. I can give any two people the perfect date. Remember what I said earlier about the magic spark? What? You're gonna make some grand gesture in the middle of a dinner and I'm supposed to fall head over heels for you? Scared of feeling a few butterflies, or just not ready to see my superior matchmaking skills in action? Okay, listen, dog, not everything has to be a goddamn competition. Okay, I'll bite. He leans softly towards him, smirking. Alright, I'm game, but don't get cocky. I'm gonna walk out of here feeling no different than I already do. Go choose a table, give me 5 minutes and I'll be back. You take a table by the window, he joins you a few minutes later, grinning smugly, and you raise your eyebrows. 5 minutes and you show up empty-handed. Things aren't looking good for you. Pretty sure it only took 3 minutes. In that case, those 3 minutes were wasted. My time is very valuable. You'd better make sure to use every second. Oh, I am. I am a master at building suspense. Or a smooth talker trying to cover your ass. Realize you're both leaning across the table towards each other, and you sit back just in time for Julian to set another whiskey in front of you and a martini in front of Jack. Wait, hold on. There are 3 olives in here. I always get 4. But it's the end of the night and we're out. This is all I can give you. Why are you trying to hurt me? So, you're an olive lover. Listen. Olives are good, okay? Shut up. Honestly, the olives are the best part of the martini. But I'd look like an idiot if I sat down at the bar and just asked for olives. He's right! Could you imagine sitting there? I'll just take a jar of olives, Julian. It made me crack up too much. And that's one layer of my mystique peeled back. I'll make you work for the rest. What, like a guessing game? Sure, you guess right, I'll take a drink of this martini that you secretly don't like. If you're wrong, you take a drink. Okay then. You are the older sibling. Only child. Always wanted a little brother to roughhouse, though. You strike me as an older sibling with all the teacher's pet energy. First of all, excuse you. Second of all, it's not your turn to guess. In that case, take your drink. You reach across the table to swipe up his martini and take a sip, making him splutter. I said your drink. And you said you didn't like martinis. I'm giving you a hand. You take one of his olives for good measure and pop it into your mouth. You're vicious. I'm hungry. And dinner is served. Julian places 2 plates on the table, piled high with fragrant and steaming spaghetti. This is my favorite dish on the menu, comfort food after a long day. Go on, take a bite. You twirl some spaghetti and take a bite, unable to help the quiet moan of appreciation as the savory flavors burst over your tongue. You spot Jack watching you, eyebrows raised. What are you doing? Gauging how impressed you are based on your reactions, I'd say I'm doing pretty good. Oh, don't take this too hard, Jack, but a plate of spaghetti isn't making me feel those magic sparks. You haven't stopped smiling in 10 minutes. I'm just still caught up on your olive obsession. Alright then, how about this? Those mini quiche they were serving at the party, a total guilty pleasure. Mini quiche. Now that's a bouge. When I can buy a jumbo pack from the freezer section at Trader Joe's, more like lazy. The two of you enjoy your posture for a few minutes. When he nudges your foot underneath the table, you roll your eyes and playfully kick his shin. There's a subtle smile on Jack's lips as he slides his eyes to the window, and then his gaze turns pensive. Penny for your thoughts. Emotions with his fork at a small dance studio shoved between a bodega and a dentist office across the street. I spent most of my childhood going to classes there. It's a good place, good teachers. You took dance classes? What kind? Modern, hip-hop, ballet? No, and no. The lights dim, and the soft tune filters through the speakers. Jack stands holding out a hand. How about a demonstration? You take his hand, unable to bite back a soft laugh as you rise from your seat. He places his free hand on your waist, and you mirror the pose. You learned ballroom dancing? It's been a while, but I think I still have it in me. He starts to guide you, but you hold your own ground, and he gives you a questioning look. It's just... This is so cheesy. And you love it. The smile shifts for a moment. The bravado you've gotten so used to, showing a hint of genuine hesitation beneath. Don't you? It's a pleasant surprise. Let's leave it at that. You let yourself get lost in the moment, the quiet simplicity of it. The music swirls around you as the two of you step in sync. So, why a dance? I just thought you could use one. Why? It's like I said last night, you're a bleeding heart, always putting all of your energy in other people, never doing anything nice for yourself. I so didn't ask for that personal attack. When's the last time you breathed? Like, really took a break. Let yourself just relax. Oh! Decades. I'm being real. You got me. I don't even know. The last time you had a nice sit-down dinner with someone. Never, actually. I'm assuming we weren't counting the microwave. I serve drinks for a living. I don't have time for fancy stuff. Don't have time or don't make time. Care to tell me where all this psychoanalyzing is going? You said it's the ambience and the quiet moments that matter between people. I figured you deserve to experience that kind of thing too. So drinks, dinner, and one of my magic moments that, all things considered, is pretty tame compared to what I usually give people. Figured a dance in the middle of a restaurant fit both our standards. A little flashy for me, but not too flashy for you. You really paid attention to everything I said earlier. I've been paying attention to you from the moment I first met you, Luna. You can't help it, and you feel the flutter in your chest. That turns into a hot swirl of frustration as he smirks. Ha! That was the spark. I saw it in your face. You felt it. I'm gonna flick. You let go of his hand to flick your finger against his forehead, making him wince. Don't make moments if you're just gonna ruin them by opening your dumb mouth. Noted for next time. Next time, you are 10 steps too ahead of yourself. You realize as the waiters stack chairs on the tables that the restaurant is closing, and the two of you come to a slow stop. You sigh, remembering earlier. That was nice and all, but it doesn't change what you said to Veronica. I know. Consider this an apology, too, if you can. His low voice is surprisingly sincere, and you bite your lip looking away. Can I walk you home? Are you sure that's a good idea? No, but I want to find out. He leans in and murmurs in your ear, hand sliding around your back. Admit it, you felt some butterflies. Shut up, goddammit, you dumbass! You push him away and walk to the door, composing yourself before you turn around and cross your arms. I'm feeling like you can pay the bill, if you really want me to consider that an apology. God, you're such a challenge. After he pays, the two of you start down the street towards your apartment. Your arm is affectionately looped through his, as you laugh as the story he has told. So yeah, that's how I got out of a traffic stop for speeding on a bicycle. Anyone who stops anybody for speeding on a bicycle is an asshole. I don't know how you manage to talk yourself out of literally anything. Is that a skill or a defense mechanism? I think I've revealed enough secrets for one night. His smile fades, and he clears his throat. About tonight, we ought to talk. This is the end for us. We can't see each other outside of work anymore. Hold on a moment, is this because we're competitors now? It's more than that, listen. Tonight was fun, but I can't lose this competition. I've worked too hard to get distracted now. Tension thickens between you. He crosses his arms as you simmer in rage. Excuse me. How dare you call me a distraction when I helped you tonight? That's not what I meant, and you don't understand. Oh, we went from nice bullshit to ruining the whole entire night and just completely flip-flopping on what your apology meant. You keep saying that, but when you won't explain what I'm not understanding. Fire flickers in his gaze, anger, and something else. You want to know what I'm thinking? About this? About you? I've been saying that literally all night. Thanks for finally catching up. God, you are so frustrating, you know that? I'll show you frustrating, you... And before you know it... I'm facepalming. I'm literally just goddamn facepalming. Pleasure surges through you as you scream over Jack's naked body. He lays back on the bed beside you, gasping for breath. Oh my god. You lock eyes across the bed, admiring the way he looks in the moonlight, the smell of him on your sheets. Jack? We have to talk now. Actually talk. Whatever you're not telling me, you need to spill. It's driving me crazy. I don't know. Running away from consequences has worked out pretty well for me in the past. I really should go. What? Oh, hell no. You throw a pillow at him as he climbs out of bed, it bounces off his hip, and he whips around. Are you done? Because I am. Get back here and explain what just happened. Writers having shitty stories, so they skipped a few pages. It was a mistake. What the hell? You were the biggest jerk. Tusko has no dating policy, that's why we can't keep seeing each other. We could both lose our jobs. There's a deafening silence as Jack's words sink in, and then you realize how ridiculous they are. You should have thought of that before you bought me dinner. And I did, and then I just said screw it because I'm kind of an idiot sometimes. Look, I like you, Luna, but we're gonna stay away from each other as much as possible from now on. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. This whole policy is downright stupid. We could lose our jobs. Yeah, because of a policy that is actually, like, archaic, but I digress. So we're supposed to just not be turned on when we see each other? Oh, it's not that simple. My... This is stupid! God, Luna. You're back in bed again. Your whole body is still quivering from the aftershocks of ecstasy. You struggle to shake them as you sit up. Okay, no, we have to talk about this as a normal volume like adults without turning into rabbits. You get out of bed, pointing into the opposite side of the room. Stand there and face the wall. Oh, I do like a woman who bosses me around. Jack. He sighs, hobbling out of bed and across the room. Once he faces the wall, you turn around and do the same. Okay, Jack, are you attracted to me? Hard yes. And we're gonna see each other a lot at work, right? This is gonna be so hard. But I just had to. You hear the genuine strain in his voice and turn to look at him, only to realize he's been staring at you the whole time and he winks. Nice butt. I gave you one rule to follow! Listen! It's hard to follow rules, shut up. Lob another pillow at him, he yelps and holds up his hands in surrender. Admit it, you're... I'm trying to figure out how we can get away with this. Do not call me out when you're thinking the exact same thing. Rivals with benefits does have a ring to it. And don't dangle such a tempting offer in front of me when you know neither of us are allowed to follow through. I can't really lose this job, Luna. It's all I have, and being CEO is everything I want. And so then we'll just have to figure out how to deal with our chemistry so it doesn't cost us both our jobs. Seems like as good a time as any to start. Jack picks his clothes off the ground, starts to dress. You can only watch, feeling something heavy settle in your stomach. Once he's dressed, he approaches you, settling in, and an easy smile you can't help noticing lacks a little heart. I'll see myself out. See you at work, Luna. He hesitates a second, then reaches out and brushes his knuckles along your jaw, before turning abruptly and leaving your room. Night, Jack. You listen to his footsteps grow fainter, till the front door opens and closes. A few hours later, still way too early, you drag your feet to the front door as a doorbell rings incessantly. Who the hell? Morning! I got your breakfast! Oh, for the love of God! Too much happiness! It's like the sun is coming in the window. Maggie pounds inside as you open the door, setting a coffee and croissant on the table and laying out a garment bag. Listen, shh, Maggie. I am not a morning person. Don't talk to me. I need half a cup of coffee in me first. How do you know where I live? I'm your assistant. I have to know this kind of stuff. And I have some bad news. The other matchmakers have all heard about Veronica's new hire by now, and they're not happy. Great, just what I need. Grumpy coworkers who already don't like me. Don't worry, I planned ahead. Picked out this outfit on the way over so you can make a good first impression on your competition. Wear the power suit! This is your power suit! Where is my super suit? You do a few model turns while Maggie gasps and claps enthusiastically. Oh my god, you look so good. You know, other matchmakers won't know what to hit them. and Maggie walk into the office a little later. But Maggie freezes as you approach the elevator. Oh no. Oh, Maggie, if you found someone else's heels to nib at, and none other than Veronica's last-minute charity hire, cute! Let me guess, horrible attitude, arrogant sneer, you must be Deborah. She raises her eyebrows when she takes in your new look. At least you know how to dress, like you take the job seriously. Before you can reply, she slips in the elevator and the doors slide shut. As you fume, someone else steps up beside you. You look great. Don't let it distract you. You can't afford to lose, remember? Going up? I'm thinking about shoving Deborah out a window, actually. She has that effect on people. Don't let it get to you. I'm just imagining the look on her face when I steal the CEO position from beneath her greedy little fingers. Oh no, now you've upset him. I like my competition confident. It just makes my win all the sweeter. Someone sounds like a little arrogant. It's Jack. The next elevator over dings open, and the three of you step inside. They are thickening with tension. So ready to lose? No, ready to win. The competition is heating up. Will you be able to hold your own against all the professional matchmakers? Find out next time. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down in the description below, links to social media, Discord, and if you'd like to support me and my content. Without further ado, please make sure to slap that subscribe button. It would mean anything and everything to me. And without further ado, thanks for watching. Remember to support the channel if you would like more VIP. Greatly helps, get the VIP churning out. And I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.